A sudden flash crash wiped billions from the crypto market yesterday. Over $19 billion in leveraged crypto bets were liquidated in the last 24 hours, to be exact. Charts turned red. Fear spread fast. And once again, the question resurfaced: who really created Bitcoin? Was it a genius programmer acting alone? A small group of cryptographers, or something much bigger? Today, we explore the mystery of Satoshi Nakamoto, why Bitcoin appeared right after the 2008 financial crisis, and whether this technology is a revolution of the people or something designed long before we ever saw it coming. Let's start with what just happened. A flash crash is when a market collapses within seconds. It's often caused by automated trades, big sell-offs and liquidations all happening at once. This week's crash erased more than $19 billion in open positions in the last 24 hours. Some traders called it manipulation. Others said it was fear, pure and simple. On October 10, 2025, President Donald Trump announced an intention to impose an additional 100% tariff on Chinese imports starting November 1st, unless China adjusts its behavior. But crashes are nothing new for Bitcoin. They remind us how fast confidence can rise and fall. And that's important because Bitcoin was born out of a time when confidence in the system was at its lowest. It was October 2008. Banks were collapsing. People were losing homes, jobs, and trust in traditional finance. And then, out of nowhere, a white paper appeared online titled Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. Its author? Satoshi Nakamoto. The paper proposed a new kind of money, one not controlled by any government, bank, or central authority. Instead, it ran on a decentralized network of computers where transactions were verified by cryptography, not trust. At the time, it seemed radical. Today, it's world-changing. But the timing raised eyebrows. Bitcoin appeared just weeks after the biggest financial meltdown in modern history. Was it coincidence? Or was it designed to replace a system people no longer believed in? To this day, no one knows who Satoshi truly is. Some say he's a lone programmer, a genius who wanted to stay anonymous. Others believe it was a small group of developers working together. A few names often come up. Nick Szabo, a cryptographer who wrote about digital cash years before Bitcoin. Hal Finney, one of the first to run the Bitcoin software and receive a transaction directly from Satoshi. And Craig Wright, who publicly claimed to be Satoshi, but whose claim was rejected in court for lack of evidence. Then there's the darker theory that Satoshi was never one person at all, but a movement or perhaps a creation of an institution that needed global digital money to exist. So, who is Satoshi? A visionary? A team? A symbol? Maybe that mystery is the point. Because without a visible creator, Bitcoin belongs to everyone and to no one. Some people wonder, could a government or intelligence agency have been behind it all? The logic goes like this. A digital, traceable, transparent currency could benefit control systems. It could be used to track transactions globally, but there's another side. Bitcoin is open source. Its code can be read by anyone. No single entity controls it. And governments have struggled for years to regulate or contain it. So if a three-letter agency created Bitcoin, they also built something they can't control. For now, no hard evidence supports these claims, but the questions remain fascinating. Maybe the story of Bitcoin isn't just about code or conspiracy. Maybe it's about what humanity was craving after 2008, freedom from systems that failed them. Bitcoin became a mirror for trust. It showed how much we want control over our own money and how fragile that trust can be when power is centralized. It's both a rebellion and a reflection. Whether Satoshi Nakamoto was one person, a group, or something else entirely, the idea they unleashed cannot be taken back. Bitcoin challenges us to rethink value, trust, and power. But it also reminds us that every system, even decentralized ones, are built by people. And people can be flawed, emotional, or manipulated by fear. In the end, maybe Satoshi's identity matters less than what we learn from the creation itself. That no matter how advanced our technology becomes, the future still depends on the choices we make, with courage, integrity, and love for one another. Because the real revolution isn't digital, it's human. This is Elitology, where we explore the mysteries behind money, power, and belief. If this episode made you think, like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives. And remember, truth isn't always hidden. Sometimes it's right in front of us, waiting to be seen.